Well, good morning, fellow YouTubers. Here it is, the 3rd of July. I actually know what day it is. That's a miracle. It is 9:44 in the morning. It is 87 degrees. No, excuse me. 83 degrees, 87% humidity. The warm factor is already 95 degrees out, and there is no wind. I live on that pond. I'll do a video about where I live. I'm one of those, I'm not real too worried about the stalkers coming. I don't have nothing to steal. But happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy 4th of July. I'm just out riding for a little bit this morning before it gets too hot. I haven't ridden for a couple days, so I'm on my way to the work, which I'm the pastor of a church. And we got AT&T there today working. We got air conditioner went out. We got air conditioner guys in there working. And we normally Friday is my day off. So we're doing this tomorrow, Saturday the 4th. We are going to do a ride for the police, support the police, a short ride. So I will try to have all the cameras tuned up and going, and hopefully can videotape a little bit of that. So I was going to talk about a subject that Mike Haley 7 brought up. I promised a thank you video to many people. I've only met, out of all the moto vlogging, before I get to my topic, out of all the moto vlogging that I have done, I've only met John Maxwell, out of all the riding and stuff. John Maxwell over in Columbus, who just started his own motorcycle shop over in Columbus area. When he was working with a dealership, I was there, got my dirty thumbs up sticker from him. Other than that, I haven't. But man, I thank all of you that are moto vlogging for the encouragement and all that's going on. I got a list. I've been working on a list of people that I follow and why I started following them. And Mike Haley 7, I'm just going to pick on Mike today. Mike Haley 7, he has just the right sense of humor. I don't know. I think out of a lot of the people, he might be the one I get along with the best. Him and Moose went to the Tetons last year, and that was just funny. I got a funny story about that, watching their videos. My daughter and I got watching their videos every day, and it was good. They did a good job. I have a funny story about that. But I'm trying to keep this a motorcycle. I practice my weave there. We're trying to keep the motorcycle business about motorcycle, not religion or politics. But Mike Haley 7 brought up a topic that I want to discuss also, and that is social media and the news. He said that he had turned off Facebook and all that other stuff. I have too, basically. I don't have Instagram and all that other stuff, so I don't know how to do all that. Facebook, I'm lucky I know how to do Facebook. I'm lucky I can figure out this motovlog stuff, and I'm not even doing that real well. But so on that, though, he brought up this point, is that, he was feeling down, depressed, and angry. As the pastor of a church in South Georgia, Lake Park, Georgia, as that pastor, make sure we're going here. For you stalkers out there, this is US 41 south, probably about 8 miles from the Florida border, where we're at. And like Bodine 52, focus, Larry, focus. We talked about social media. I do a lot of visits. We're allowed to start visiting now. And I do a lot of visits with people that have just lost hope. Oh, look at this, boy, this COVID-19 thing. Oh, look at these cities, are tearing the cities down. Oh, this. You go to the preacher, can you come talk to me and pray with me? Well, sure, I'd be happy to. I like people. I go to their house. They got a TV going with CNN or MSNBC on one of the channel, Fox News on the other channel. No lie, I went to this person's house. They got a computer live streaming some other news network, and they had an iPad tablet with YouTube stuff going on it, news stuff, and how we're going to hell in a handbasket. Well, I'm not saying we're not, but what we feed our mind with, matters. There's that little song the kids would sing. Oh, be careful what you hear, be careful what you see, be careful. We tell that to our children, and we protect our children from a lot of stuff on social media. Of course, we protect them from inappropriate stuff on social media or on TV. But man, if all we're feeding our mind with is cities being torn down and problems like that, okay, I'm going to try to get up here. There we go. If that's all we're feeding our mind with, I'm here to tell you that's what we're going to have. That's the attitude we're going to have. I got caught up in that. Like I think Mike 87 kind of nailed. I got caught up in it, man. But you know what? I turned all that stuff off. I keep up with the news. I watch a little bit of news, especially local news, just to see what's going on and things going on around in my community. We have a migrant camp not too far from us, about 1,500 people, and a lot of them had COVID stuff, and they're not working, they're not getting paid or fed. And we have we call it Praying Hands food bank, and we take we have taken, the other day, in 2 months, we have taken 2 tons of food to them. Man, you talk about some people that are just appreciative of the food, and we've taken paper supplies, toiletries, and things like that. We're involved with Habitat for Humanity, building houses. We're involved with school supplies for children now, that most of them are at home. We've bought a couple Chrome computers for parents of all races. You know what? People are, here's my overall thing of most people, and I don't care what religion you are. I'm going to stick all the Christians in one, like Muslims and all the other. The 99% of the people, maybe 98% of the people are good people in this world. There really are. If you would just get to know them. Turn off the dividing, the news. To me, the news media is the virus. They want to divide us. Turn off that crap. Go out and meet people. Go ride your motorcycle. Meet new people. Talk to them. My wife about hates to have me go to the gas station with her. We see the gas in the car, and she'll pull in. Do not talk to the person on the other side of the pump. You know, because I'll start a 2-hour conversation with them. I'll start this 2-hour conversation with somebody, you know, especially if they're wearing a Harley Davidson t-shirt or something. But reality is, yeah, there's a lot of scary, weird stuff going on in the world. But overall, here's I-75 North, not too bad for the weekend. A lot of traffic out today. A lot of people are off today. I got to come in here and make a quick visit, and I'll finish my rant and rave here in just a minute. Let me turn here. I am hungry, and I need a biscuit. I need a heart stopper. So let me turn it here real quick, and I'll rant and rave in just a minute. All right. Well, I guess I should have known. It's a holiday weekend. Lake Park, Georgia is full of lakes, full of recreational people this weekend. There's actually a lot to do here. Oh man, so with that in mind, I should have realized that was going to be a big crowd. I guess I don't need that heart-stopping biscuit after all. We are going to go make a little right here and go for a little bit of a ride. Alright. There we go. Another lane. Alright, there we are back on the road. But where was I on Rant and rave. Where's this guy going? I need gas too. I guess I could get that today too. Then we got a ride tomorrow to support the police department. But I was just talking about people. One of the things that to me we need to do, we don't understand something in our society. It doesn't matter where you're at. You know, our society is, if we don't understand it, we want to kill it and examine it. That's kind of our mentality in life. But to understand people in different cultures, I have retired military, I have traveled the world. I know Mike 7 used to teach English as a second language, so he has met people from all over the world. I used to teach aircraft maintenance. I did a contract with McDonnell Douglas and Lockheed to a lot of our foreign allies. Some of them not so much allies. It depends on the day of the week, I guess. I'm here to tell you, let me tell you about people. So I have done people of all religions, all cultural backgrounds, and everything else. Most of us, most people in the world today want nothing more. There we go. All right, checking my speed, checking everything here. Most people want nothing more. They want a better world for their children. As parents, I'm going to say this is a guy. You know, we want to get married. We want to have kids. We want to see them grow up. We want to have grandkids. You know. And the cycle of life goes on. You know, if we have kids, we would like to hope that the world we left is a little better place than what it was when we were here. Which brings me up to my second point on this, is legacy. I don't know if anybody knows, not John Maxwell, the dirty thumbs up guy, John Maxwell, the motivational speaker. I used to be a John Maxwell motivational speaker at one time and did some contracts with that. Man, I had that brain fart. I don't know where I was going with that conversation. But people just want to be treated well. Most people want to be treated with respect. If you treat them well, they'll treat you well. People come from different backgrounds, come from different cultures, come from different traditions. And if you think, well, they're not like me, they don't believe like I do, they're not like anybody, they're not anything else, then they're wrong. No, they're not. You are. People are people. Every one of us. I got a sermon. I haven't done it at this church yet. I call it the crazy people sermon. You're crazy and I'm crazy. It just depends who's evaluating us and to what degree we're crazy at. I think I was talking about Mike 7 teaches English as second language. He meets all kinds of people. Man, I have met people from Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Israel, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Greece. I'm trying to think of all the places that have our type airplanes in them. And every one of them are great people. That they were going along. They just wanted the world to be better. Legacy. That's where I was at. John Maxwell. Now I'm back on track. John Maxwell has a legacy video or talk. That was one of the things. What legacy are you leaving behind you? What legacy? How will the world remember you? And I'm really not so worried about the world remembering me, but I want the world around me and the people around me to be better because of me, of my actions, the way I've treated people, the way I've done something. I'm hoping that rubs off on others people. Treat everybody with respect. Everybody, even if they got a different opinion from you. Some are liberals, some are conservatives. Who gives a rat's? They have the right to their opinion. You have the right to yours. Give them the time and freedom to express their opinion. We went to, I was invited to one of these rallies. I'm not sure if it was Antifa, but there's a lot of Civil War stuff down here. So me and another pastor, and of course the crazies, both sides are crazy with guns. Me and him loaded up the back of a pickup truck full of drinks, Cokes, waters, sodas on ice, and we also loaded up a bunch of like chips. We got a guy that works for, I think it's Frito-Lay, and we got boxes and boxes of chips, like the vending chips. We took it up there, pulled between the two lines, and said, "Hey guys, here you go, free." And everything was sealed, so everybody knew that it wasn't tampered with or anything like that. And I asked, let's talk to the guy that was in charge of the protesters. What are we protesting? Tell me. I want to hear your side of the story. And of course, he started off by ranting and raving. And I would say, mellow it out a little bit. Tell me without yelling at me. And next thing we know, we've about had a block party on our hands. People have taken their guns and weapons and things and put them back in their cars. And everybody was kind of just sitting around. And 2 hours later, everybody, well, we need to get going. Everybody hopped on their vehicles and left. Man, how easy was that? I know that doesn't work all the time. They're throwing bricks and fire bombs in the buildings. That ain't going to work. So, I don't know. The world's gone mad. It's always been mad. It's always been crazy. So the word for today, John Maxwell will say this. The word for today is legacy. Not that people remember your name, but the people in your sphere of influence. How will they be better in life? How are their life improved from knowing you? Just because they know you and they call you a friend, how is their life better? Just for an example, people I've never met. I've been picking on Mike 87. Mike, man, I love his videos. Funny. I mean, I take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to make a video about Harley Davidson because of his gold wing. I mean, it's meant for humor. Moose, same thing. I don't know. I'll probably never meet the guy. He lives way up north. Bodine 52, him and his wife, man, I just enjoy their videos. HDR, he's helped me a lot with answering questions. I just asked him a question about a camera yesterday. These are people I've never met, but I interact with through social media, and they've all given me good advice. They've all helped me improve with something. I've asked them all advice about motovlogging and that. Well, so they've made an impact on my life. What impact are you making? Positive impact, let me say, are you making on somebody else's life? Think about that. Think about that this weekend with the freedom. Not to get too religious on you, the sermon for Sunday is Galatians 5:1. We've been given freedom, and freedom's not free. And our freedom is not to be selfish with it, but to do good, and to do good in other people's lives, to do good with everybody. Say you all get the short version of the sermon. Those poor suckers come Sunday morning are going to have to wade through 30-minute sermon, or 20 minutes. I'm not that long-winded. I always mess this up. I forget this road turns real quick. With this road here, we have entered Florida. There we go. So with that in mind, I'm trying to just ramble here for a minute. You can probably just click off now. I'm just trying to ramble for a minute until I can get to a place I can turn the camera off. I guess I could do that. There we go. This is some pretty good roads right here. We're actually in Florida right now, and I'm not sure the road we're on. I call this the small loop. It's about 25-30 miles. It runs around through the lake park. Ends up, we started at exit 5 on I-75, exit 5. And in a minute, I'll be at exit 2. In a minute, I'll be at exit 2 on I-75. But it dips down to Florida for just a minute. And so, okay. Oh, There we go. There we go. There we go. I think I just burped in your ear. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can edit that out. I don't know how to edit very well. I forget I was motovlogging there. All right, there we go. I'm looking for a sign that says I-75. So that's my topic for today. Legacy. Two things. It's a 2-point topic. 2-point sermon for you. Get out of that social media crap. I mean, use it for friends. Use it to keep up with rides and things going on in your community. Quit doing the negative stuff on it. The other, get out and meet people. Get out and be a positive influence in somebody's life this week. You know, there's this thing, from a movie I watched called Ark, A-R-K. You know, like the Ark, the Ten Commandment Ark, like Noah's Ark. Acts of random kindness. Do something kind for somebody this week. Just, help an old lady with groceries coming out of the store. Open a door for somebody. Smile and say hi. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them, there's my 75 turn off. Ask them how they're doing. And be earnest about it and willing to listen. People, oops, I turned my blinker back off. People are scared. They need somebody at this time in life. So that's my thing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn you off. This is a pretty boring road. This road here, for real quick, for you stalkers out there. This is the west side of I-75, and this road's going to take me to exit 2. A lot of you guys going to Daytona, traveling tall. A lot of you people coming south, you get on I-75, you pass right by my house. I live between exit 5 and exit 2. If you're coming down the old highway, it's just US 41. If you're coming down US 41, I live right off 41. I mean, I live about 2 blocks back from 41. The church I pastor, Lake Park United Methodist, is on 41. And so with that, the church is right there on 41. So if you're in the area, drop me a line, and maybe we can do lunch. There's a great place that you can do lunch called Lake Dogs, a little mom and pop store, veteran owned, right here, 376 and 41. Great little place to eat. Hot dogs. They got a pretty mean Philly cheese sandwich too. So with that, I think I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to stretch a road that I can set cruise control and turn you off. You all have a happy 4th of July.